Because each time we ask anybody in the government, Minister, about the Indian growth story getting derailed, we hear about Greece, we hear about coalition compulsions, we hear about how you are trying your best. But sir, take my word for the fact that the people of India are running out of patience. You know, we've heard these excuses time and again. You've promised us the goods and services tax, the direct tax code, you've promised us FDI in retail, in civil aviation. None of this has come about. How long will the people of India wait, sir?
I can only say that the answer to your question is that someone must have sufficient numbers in Parliament to push through the legislation. I think the point that was raised by Mr. Godrej and the point that you picked on is the right point. On key national economic policy initiatives, there should be a bipartisan approach and the support should be on a bipartisan basis. Indian democracy needs to be maturer, and Indian political parties and their leadership must know which is the Lakshman Rekha beyond which they would not indulge in partisan politics. The whole country, the people of India, the citizens of India are having to pay the price. Mr. Seshadri normally is a very soft-spoken person. I have great respect for him. But today, listening to his tone and tenor and his content of his argument, I can only say with Shakespeare that the vehemence of the argument is never a substitute for its cogency. Let me just remind my good friend that the discontent of the people of India on certain issues is not happened yesterday. But who gave the call for a Bandh? It was the opposition parties to score political brownie points, which has led to destruction of public property, which has led to violence. It has certainly not lifted the mood of the people of India or indeed of the country. It has not heightened the image of the country abroad. It has not given comfort to the corporates. For heaven's sake, there is a limit to what we can do through protest, but there is a lot that we can do through constructive cooperation. I do not dispute and deny to opposition parties their space of protest in public interest. Do so, but do so non-violently. Do so when the national imperatives demand. But don't be quick to jump to streets or take to streets when there are processes of parliamentary democracy available to say your piece and to redress the grievances or to make a political point. You have said the right thing, Rahul. Rahul, you have said the right thing by saying that there is a time for constructive engagement and cooperation. I would appeal to Mr. Seshadri and to his parties and to other opposition parties on key economic imperatives. Let us come together as a nation, and we know, we have been proud of the fact that when summoned to the flag, the nation has risen in unison. I hope we can have the same spirit again.
See, it is wonderful to sermonize on democracy. It is very wonderful to sermonize on restraint. And I don't expect Mr. Ashwini Kumar to come on the stage and accept the failures of the government of India or failure of this government, particularly the Prime Minister who is touted as an economist. But the facts are facts. Forget the NDA, forget the protest that has taken place. These are not the protests that have taken place only today or yesterday. There have been protests all over for the last so many years, so many months. The real situation is the government also in a knee-jerk reaction announced a rollback only today, half an hour back. This government could have done it yesterday. This government could have done it day before yesterday. Why it did not do? The fact is, here is a government which is prepared to bend only in front of protest, only if there is a bandh, only if there is a force, only if there is a coercion, be it Mamata Banerjee or be it DMK. Day before yesterday it was the DMK which announced to walk out of the coalition, and Mamata has always been very difficult with this government, although she is an ally of this government.
Yeah, I want to put
so the problem does not lie with the BJP. If the government is prepared to come out with an exact proposal, we are prepared to take the 10 steps towards this government on any of the economic issues that is facing the people of this country.